So like, I just want to say something about the people. You know, I got word of some, like, just not many, but like a couple people being dickheads and trying to lie about me or something, you know, or just make it seem like I'm a bad dog owner. I'm not a bad dog owner. If you see my dogs snarling at each other, the reason why they do that is because they like to do it. For one, dogs, if they're, you know, go wild kind of sort of, like they start being in a pack that is, you know, independent in terms of like what they're allowed to do a lot of times, then they will snarl at each other. And the reason they do that is because like wolves do that. You know, they're all wolves. And it's like, let's say if you're in a group, right, and you're scared, right, and somebody comes up, and I was just reading messages, sorry, that's why it took me a while, but somebody comes up and tries to punk you, right, or something, or tries to, like, you know, like dog packs are like a big ass gang almost. They like to nip at each other, they like to push at each other, they try to see that aggression come out so that they feel like their pack member is a good member of the pack. Dogs don't do that as much because of human intervention. I don't like human intervention as far as that, because it takes away from the dog's ability to use its own behaviors in a pack to support its other pack members. You know, so you see my dog snarl, it's because, for one, they're trying to test boundaries and see what the boundaries are, and two, they're trying to make sure that they get aggression out of their friends just so that they know that they don't have to do extra things or whatever to keep said friend alive in a, you know, drastic situation. Let's say other dogs or people attack them or whatever. You know, that's like, if dogs are feeling unsafe, they like to snarl and get shit out of their other pack members, like I said, like, because they'll back them off. You know, none of my dogs are really fighting. You know what I'm saying? I only have 2 dogs that get in conflict with each other. What am I trying to say? Like, yeah, like, so it's like, you know, sorry, I was reading another message. People message me like fucking rapid fire sometimes. The dogs that I have, like, they're not, like, other than Common and Buddy, which get into it sometimes, but, and that's why they don't come out together. Unless I was really trying to make it work with them, and I've done that a couple times, and sometimes it ends good, sometimes it doesn't. So, but either way, I can always break up the pack. You know, I'm 300 pounds. I know how to choke off dogs, you know, safely. I've managed 150 dogs by myself at a field before. I'm perfectly fine, you know. But the point is like, all my dogs will try to pick at each other and get on each other's nerves to see where the boundaries are for future endeavors. And, you know, they like to snarl. You know, it looks funny to them almost. Like, there's a lot of emotions and complex thoughts at play in dog packs. And to not allow them to do that kind of stuff is actual abuse, versus dogs that nip and pick at each other but don't do any real damage, and that are not trying to really harm each other, but are trying to see the aggression levels pop up and whatever. So, and for all the people that talk shit and the people that go along with their shit talking, who know who they are, you know, there's people who know exactly, you know, that, like, I'm a cool person or whatever, and they like to act like, you know, in bullshit and whatever about people. But in reality, it's not funny, because you can get in trouble for shit for no reason. But in reality, like, honestly, like, people who bitch and that know I'm cool and whatever and just try to play along with the other people, you're soft and you're not willing to stand up for the truth, because everyone knows I don't do anything with dogs. Even if I would say that I did something bad with dogs, it would just be stupid. You know, because you can see on my channel, I love my fucking dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna let them maul each other, you know, so.